Hi there, Zelda here, and welcome back to Hourglass episode 23. Guys, I'm starting not in the F5 person camera angle because that sunrise was just too beautiful not to show off in shaders. I am coming at you again from the Green Mana Island right next to the portal, which is why we got portal noises. But it is December 20th. And this season, this server is winding down at absolute breakneck speeds. The original plan for season 1 was to have only 6 months to complete this project, and we are getting so close. I'm so blown away by how well this project has worked and how much we've gotten done. But I don't want to drop the ball right here at the end. So let me take you through kind of a quick update on where the Green Island stands and show you what our next project is going to be like, why I have all these bits in my inventory. So one of the things that I wanted to show off was how cool this area looks as you emerge from the portal under the big tree and past the big ruins. This is the biggest ruin build we have, and Pants has really been working on this area to make it feel exactly like what the island is going to feel like. Really claustrophobic, really overgrown. There's green stuff everywhere. And then you've probably seen the storage area. But as we come around the corner, you'll start to notice there's a huge variety of trees, and it does start to open up a bit. You can see skyline. Now, that's obviously a little bit because we're on the coast, but also because this is where I'm going to start working to help tie the area in. So I'm easily distracted, that sound. Pants has also put in a set of ruins here, and then what he calls the mounds over here. I'm not sure how he came up with it, but it's a very interesting build area over here. So this is the mounds, and I have gone around. I was inspired by his acacia trees. I wanted to try my hand at a couple of those, so I did, but I didn't understand the assignment. I didn't get it as well. So you'll see this one's mine here, and I didn't like how tall and spread out those branches are. I've never done anything like that. So you'll see there's 3 prominent like tufts, more so than branches. So there's the tall one, medium, and then small one, and then there's this little tuft that comes off the stump. So I mean, it's passable. I don't hate it. The other one I tried is over here. This one, I really didn't understand the assignment on this one. I was still trying to use my stairs and slab trick on this one to help round out the shape, but there's no acacia stairs and slabs that help with the shape. So it just ends up looking a little janky. So what I'm going to do today, other than try to do a type of tree that I'm not super familiar with, I'm going to do a type of tree that I'm very familiar with. And it has to do with these saplings. Now I'm going to come over here because I did one of them already. But I'm going to use them to spread out. So I'm probably going to do like 4 or 5 of them total. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to force giant oak trees to grow up. And after I force them to grow up, I'm gonna spruce them up. Because it's, get it? Because I'm gonna add some additional spruce bits. Yeah, okay. I tried. So basically what we're gonna do, and I'll show you in just a second how to force grow this, is we are going to force grow, and then we're going to add little bits to kind of help like reinforce the trunk, but then also to help the branches look a little bit more natural, give them a little bit more shape. And then what I do with the leaf part is I take out some of the leaves that are there and stick them back on differently. So instead of having the natural, now I have a spot picked out for this next one. Let's go over there. And like I said, I'm going to spread them out. Oh, that hurt. Something hurt me. I'm going to do this one all the way over here. There is a spot that I have picked out. So I think I don't want it to interfere with the walkway so much. So I was going to put it probably, was this the spot I had picked? Or yeah, no, this is the spot I had picked. So I'm going to put my tree here. And then here's the magic trick. Is if you put the glass, and I think it could really be any solid block. I just like watching the magic happen. And then what you do is you just bone meal the heck out of it to force the big tree. Now watch it not work. Well, oh no. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I got the gimpiest little... All right. Well, obviously the tree has other plans right now. It just wants to show me up. So while I'm sitting here fiddling with this, way to make me look like an idiot, tree. Thank you so much for that. It works. I promise it does work. But now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on taking this one down, doing my tricky thing where I grow the bigger ones. And then I will bring you back and show you. But here's the thing. This is a boring process. It's very fiddly. It doesn't look as interesting because the tree kind of pops into existence and then I like take pieces off, add pieces on. So while I'm doing that, instead of showing you like a really boring time lapse, I have a really exciting time lapse for you guys. I'm so excited to share this with you. If you remember the Black Mana Island from October, I kept mentioning the sanitarium, and guys, I got it done this weekend. Yeah, that's right. I finished my project. With some help from Electra. You'll see Electra and Pants also in the time lapse. Pants was just hanging out, having a good time. He was riding his horse around, but Electra and I both loaded up the schematic to work from, and we got several hours to work together, and then I came back and finished several pieces of it up. So I'm going to show you that time lapse now, and then I'll bring you back for an update on the very sassy trees. welcome back from that time lapse. Guys, I'm so excited that we were able to finish probably my biggest left behind project on the server. Well, that's what we'll call it anyway. I don't know what else to call it, but I figured we would start back over here. So in case you can't tell by the builds behind me, this is the Black Mana Island, and wha-bam! There it is. Let's get the crosshairs out of the way. If we look at that, check it out. I'm so excited about how this turned out. Now, a couple things to explain. The time lapse showed off this thing up in the sky, and I don't know that I ever explained it in the videos. And right now it's not going to make a lot of sense, just because, oops, I have F3 on. The stream where I was building this, couple of the people in chat taught me how to change my gamma setting. It's an option in Minecraft that basically gives you all the shadows. So right now you'll see up in the corner, I don't have any potion effects, or like in here, I don't have any potion effects. So I don't have night vision right now, but in the tour of this part of the island, you'll know that this ice up here casts a shadow over all of this. I wish I would have known how to mess with my gamma sooner, because it wouldn't have affected streams as much. But it's not a setting that you change in your regular menu option. You have to go into the actual like text file. So I have some pretty smart people in my community, but they taught me how to set that. So that I can stream and record without the shadow. So that's why it might look a little bright, and like down there in the water looks a little funny. I won't keep it on all the time, but just when we're on this island, because the big ice shelf that gives the island its shadows makes it really hard to see all the details in the builds. So I just wanted to come over and make sure that I showed off the full and completed build, because there was a couple things that didn't show in the time lapse, and namely that was like this connecting piece here looked a little funny when I did it in the time lapse. The lights weren't in, and at night this thing has a really cool glow, because there's all of these shroom lights all everywhere where there is that orange glass. We decided to put shroom lights around too, to give it that creepy orange glow. Oh, I don't know in the video in our episode here if I have shown the reference art for this build. So I will try to remember to put that on screen now. Boom. Hopefully this works. If not, the artwork is called the Gaia Reach Sanitarium, done by an absolutely amazing Magic the Gathering artist. And I love all of the fantasy artwork that they have on their cards. So before I gush too much about the game and everything, let's get back on focus, because as you would have seen in my inventory, it is Christmas time, so this episode's coming out late, but also I have a bunch of mess of oak logs and junk in my inventory. Let's take a little time skip-a-doo over, and I'll take you back to the Green Island to show you our progress there with those really sassy, stubborn trees. And by the powers of magic video editing, we have arrived instantaneously back on the Green Island with the very first of the trees that I showed off what we were doing. So now let's go look. This isn't mine. I think this is Pants again. He's gone crazy with the trees. So you guys saw the one over here, and now I've got to remember where they all are. You saw this one go poop into existence with the two sideways branches, and now all I've done is I've come in and I've put a base on it and some spruce elements, and then I muxed up the leaves. I took some out, pushed them further out, made them bushier, so that it wasn't just like this hunk of trees or hunk of leaves that you see in the vanilla trees. I think that that is probably one of the things about Minecraft that I would like to change. Is just the look of the vanilla trees, but beggars can't be choosers, and that's why we get custom trees. So if we come over here, can I hop up there? I think I can. I've been flying everywhere on this island just because I get turned around so easily. But this one, I know where it is. It's up on top of the hill. So we did another one up here. And let's see, is this any better view? Yeah, kind of a better view. But now my face is in the way. So basically, if we look at that one, I didn't know where else to go because everything's starting to get super cramped, as you can tell behind me. The island's getting a little bit full now. So after I put that one up, then I came over here and I did one by this pathway. Ta-da! I like this one. I think this was my favorite one. And I'm not exactly sure why, because it looks like I went a little crazy with disconnecting the leaves, but it works for me. And then I put another one up on a hill over here. Whoosh. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm a shark. Rawr. Got this one up, and now I did a little bit different root structure with this one. Like, I went kind of crazy with it, honestly. Like, it has lots of roots, which made sense to me. Oh. This doesn't look as supported. So that's all the kind of stuff I would do, is I would sit here and I would look at the corner pieces where they didn't look quite, like it would be connected. Yeah, that feels better. The tree work is never done. Let's go to the very last one, which was over here. It's that one right there. Oh, we have a new dino. Hold on. I'm so distracted. Wait a second. Mr. Inhumane has been on. He's got one of the other dinos done. Nice. I think this is the T-Rex. Oh my gosh. 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 That's the first time I've seen it. What? Okay, we officially have 2 dinos on the island. Yay. So it doesn't have any arms yet, or does it? I can't quite tell. Does it have arms? Mr. Inhumane, does it have arms? Okay, back on mission. Zelda, back on mission. This is why I never get anything done. Ta-da! It doesn't look nearly as impressive as like the big one up there, but I feel like these are some of my best trees that I do because they're so easily customizable. I'll put easy in quotes because the other thing I have to say is that I had to change the way I was doing it. The glass wasn't quite working for me. So I started using solid blocks. So I started using the bone blocks actually after a while. But the first tree that you see, I used pistons to make it grow. I'll show that on the end credits, so y'all get a chuckle. It took me like I think 6 saplings to get one of them to grow up into a big one. So that is all for the trees that we have. Oh, yeah, that worked. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you guys over to creative and show you guys a little bit of my process for the reason why I haven't done any of the like ruins builds yet. Is because I'm a little bit slower at brainstorming things, but I think I have a ruins build for this area over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to the creative server next. We're just going on this like whole big adventure tour time with Zelda. I'm going to take you to creative and show you guys what I have planned here. And then talk about how we're going to modify it, but I don't think we're going to get it in on this episode because, again, this episode's already late. It's already Christmas. I don't have much time because family stuff. So I'm hoping to get at least one more episode before the server ends, so that I can clean up on the Red Island and finish up all of our projects here. So let's just have one quick look at the builds that I have planned for this coming week. Okay. And just like that, we're in creative, where I have been testing a few ideas for ruins. So you'll see here, this is the one that we're going to put on that little peninsula. And what I thought I could do is show you guys how I come up with these ideas. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that I tried to keep a similar block style in each one of them, even though where I got the reference images from don't all look the same. So I tried to use all very similar blocks to keep the area cohesive that I thought I was going to be building all this in. Now this build actually turned out too big, so I won't be able to use it on the island, but I think I'm still going to be able to use these two. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show a screenshot of the builds, and then also a screenshot of my the reference picture that I pulled from real life, from actual like ruins in the world. So I'm going to show you guys that now, and then that'll be the end of the episode. And I thank you all so much for watching, coming and hanging out, and being any part of the server. So in case I don't do a voiceover, I'm going to say bye! Editor Zelda here. I was not ready to say goodbye. I had one last thing from the big time-lapse build that I wanted to talk to you about. I'm going to share you a clip right now that you couldn't even see in the time-lapse because it was sped up so fast. But there was an absolutely hilarious moment on stream, because we were recording this while I was streaming, where I have a chorus fruit redeem for my channel, which means basically that chat can tell me, hey, I want you to eat a chorus fruit right now. And they did that. So I ate a chorus fruit while we were building. It sent me down off the build where I was. So I used Electra's scaffolding to get back up on top of the build. He didn't know I was using his scaffolding, and he came over to break it and move it. The timing could not have been better if we scripted it. So I'm just going to play you that little clip now as the little bit of an outro. And now I will officially say goodbye, and a huge big thank you to everybody so far for sticking through this hodgepodgey bit of a chopped up episode. Bye!